Hey Jen, I just gave you sharing ability, so
Okay,
make sure
thanks.
that you were able to pull up your PowerPoint.
Okay. We should be close to everybody. I think there's 25 on.
You want me to take a quick attendance, or you're okay just counting the names?
I'm just counting. There's 27 teams. And with you and I should be 29. I'm at 26 right now.
And Lexi from our office is on as well, so just let you know that.
Not under the NYSPHSAA, under her own. Oh, hi, Lexi. One more minute. Okay, Todd, I'm going to start.
All right.
We're at
Sounds good.
29, so I think we pretty much have everybody. Okay, welcome everybody, and congratulations for making it to the state championship. For those who do not know me, my name is Jennifer Simmons, and I am the state chair. On the call, we have some NYSPHSAA staff. We have Todd and Lexi, and I think Joe is jumping on at some point. And our tournament director this year is Rihanna Johnson from Section 2. I have a PowerPoint presentation that I'm going to share. So I'm going to put that up, and hopefully it covers everything that we have going. Let me see. Okay. All right. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Okay.
We can see
Todd,
it.
if you'll watch the chat, hopefully everybody can see this. Yep. Okay,
Yes, we can see it.
perfect. Todd, just keep an eye on the chat because I can't see the chat while I'm doing this.
No problem. I will.
Okay. Okay, so we are year 2 of Game Day State Championship, and we are at the Hudson Valley Community College in Troy. Todd Nelson and Joe Altieri and Lexi Swat are here from NYSPHSAA. And again, I'm Jen Simmons, and Rihanna, if you just want to wave so everybody knows who you are. She is our tournament director this year. And this is the, is it McDonough Arena at Hudson Valley Community College. This is where the competition will be held, if you've never been there. So the first few slides are just typical our conduct, our behavior of your student athletes, reminding you that all of your athletic directors did sign your code of conducts at the beginning of the year at the mandated meeting. So that's not something that you are doing. But we do want to emphasize all of the guidelines that are in that code of conduct and remind everybody that quiet hours are from 11 to 6 a.m. at the hotels for those of you who are staying in a hotel. Throughout the day, there's a lot of things going on, but we do want to let you know that there are 2 trainers, one in the warm-up area and one will be in the performance area. And for the first time, those are 2 separate locations. So it's not in front of the screen and behind the screen. It is a completely separate room, and we have a map to kind of show you that. And I'll show you that at the end. When you check in, you're going to be getting badges, and they must be worn at all times unless you are performing. There are 2 panel of judges. We are meeting with the judges tomorrow evening, and Medea, who is our overseer, she is the expert in game day, and she's just there to answer questions that the judges may have for any reason. As in the past, and probably at your competitions, the judges will be in front on risers, and it is being streamed, so NFHS will be streaming behind them. To remind everybody, after your competition, you will have 15 minutes, I believe, to contest some of the deductions, but understand that should you do so, that they will review the whole routine, and it is only for safety infractions. Once you arrive at Hudson Valley Community College, if you are coming in the night before for practice, you're going to enter into the main doors that you saw in the first picture. When you come for the competition, there is a side door, and you're going to be dropped off there because you're going to go right into where the ice rink arena is, where the warm-up area is, and there's bleachers for you to be dropped off at that point. There's a huge parking lot. Your bus can park right where they drop you off. There's a large lot. It's lot G. If you have your championship operations packet, there is a link there to give you a map of Hudson Valley, so you know. In your packets was also a registration paper. You're going to check in at the registration table, and you will receive your lanyards, you'll receive your badges, and confirm your sportsmanship nominees. All of that should be filled out prior to getting to that table, so check-in goes a little bit faster. Your belongings will stay in the bleacher area during the competition, and I believe Rihanna will have spaces cordoned off by division so that you know where your stuff will be. I do have pictures going up so you can kind of get an idea of what you're going to do. And remember, we're doing this by classifications. So once your class is over, only the teams that are moving on will be left. So we will have an area behind the screen for those classes that finish prior to place your stuff in a pile where it will be somewhat safe. Again, I wouldn't bring valuables anywhere. So this is where the warm-up arena will be. The bleachers there are where your teams are going to be for their division. So Class B, you're going first. So you'll come in and you'll be set up into these bleachers. Your athletes can put their stuff in the bleachers there while your division is performing. And where the green is, I didn't get a great shot of it, but that's where all the mats will be set up, and that's where you will be doing your warm-up. It's a completely separate room from where the competition room is. This is, I believe that's the door, correct, Rihanna, that you will be coming in through, and where that green space is, you see a green curtain, you'll be standing there to wait to enter onto the performance floor from there.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay. And there will be people in brightly colored shirts that will help you through the maze and get you to where you need to go. So don't worry about that. But when you go to warm up, or if you go to warm up, you will kind of get an idea of the lay of the land But Rihanna has volunteers that are going to be strategically laid out that will walk you to the floor.
Yep.
So this hallway, the end of that hallway is where your teams are going to enter in, and that's where the registration table will be. So your bus will drop you off right outside that door. You will come in, and the doors off to the side is the entrance into that warm-up area where the mats will be. Todd, is there stuff that you wanted to talk about here? I've got the merchandising programs.
Sure. Before you go on, Rihanna just answered for anyone that saw, they wanted to know how long is the walk from warm up to performance floor. Rihanna has reminded everybody that it is very short. It's not a long walk at all.
No, it's quick. And there are bathrooms along that route should somebody need it. It's basically hallway, past locker rooms and bathrooms to the main gym.
The one,
Go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Rihanna.
I was just going to say, the one other big difference that's kind of happening here, if you've been to states before, is that door that Jen showed you is in the front of the mat. So you'll be waiting there, and then when the other team before you exits, you'll come around and you'll go to the back of the mat. So I think most of you are probably used to coming in through the back, but this will be just a little bit different, and we'll take you like through the way to get to the back corner and wherever you're gonna run on from. So just so you know.
Okay.
Get some spectator information.
I have that. That's where they're coming in.
Yep. We will have our official merchandiser. They will be set up in the lobby. They will be there. It says available Friday, but it's
Saturday.
Saturday.
Sorry.
Yep. So they will be there for practice on Saturday. And then they will be there all day on Sunday for the championship. Programs will be available on Friday on the cheerleading championship website. Everyone has submitted their roster and pictures, so thank you very much for that. Concessions are available in the lobby. Everything is pretty much in the lobby area. It's in the back far corner for concessions. All parents and spectators will use the main entrance, and that's where they will get their tickets validated before entering. Only teams and staff will have access to the floor. No parents or spectators will be allowed on the floor during the entire competition.
Okay, so that is a view from the inside of the main lobby. So when you saw the picture earlier, these are all the doors that they all come in, and they will have it set up a funnel type corridor to get right into the main gym hallway for the spectators. So the warm-up area, like we tried to show you, is located in that separate area. It isn't secure. Again, I'm going to tell your student athletes to leave their valuables home. Again, no stunting except for in the areas. We have full sets of mats and tumbling and stretching mats, similar to what we've had in the past. What's nice about this, though, is the music will not interfere with the competition. I know sometimes in the past it's gotten louder, or we've had to restrict how loud it is on the warm-ups. So that pressure is taken off a little bit. Again, there will be a trainer back there for you, and make sure that you are on time. Otherwise, we keep moving and you'll lose your slot. So make sure that you are there and ready in plenty of time. So the performance order I will put at the end so you will know. A reminder for competitions that the music, the Wi-Fi is off, phone on airplane mode. Bring you an adapter if you have one. You will be given the cue as either offensive or defensive cheer. The announcer does make that. Once all the teams in your division have gone, we will make announcements of the sportsmanship winner and then announce the 3 top teams that will be moving on to the finals. keep your teams together and your belongings together as you leave, because the next session will be coming in to that area behind you. And again, we have an area behind the performance that we will, for those that are moving on to the finals, could put their things in one location. Moving on to the finals. If there is a tie, then both teams would move on. I believe last year was the first time we had that. We will make the announcement of the sportsmanship winner for that division. The division finalists, again, no cell phones in that area. The cheerleaders and the 2 coaches are the only ones allowed on the floor. At the end of the competition, we will put up all of the information and the scoring, and the results will be on the web page. They go up pretty quick. We're getting better at this technology thing. So once we say that you are moving on, we're going to ask you to report to the warm-up area when you are called. Teams, once we are going to announce the winners, we're going to pull you behind the banner. We're going to line you up by class, and we will bring you out and announce the winners by class. And we will have the teams, we did this last year, all stand in a semi-U. Please don't kneel. Please don't go into a circle. We're going to ask you all to stand up because you're going to be facing the crowd, and your teams are going to be facing the crowd, and we will announce third place. Third place will step forward with their plaque, get their picture taken. Then we will announce second place. Second place will receive their medals and have their picture taken. And first place will get their medals and awards and the big plaque and have their pictures taken. So that is something that we did last year, and I think it was received pretty well. It gives everybody an opportunity to be seen and congratulated for whatever place that you are in. And it is really nice that everyone gets to see each other and the sportsmanship that goes on there. Okay, so we have, now there's chats. Questions?
Yep. The first question is, are they accepting cash or is it card only for merchandise and concession? I can speak for the merchandise that it is cash or card. They will take either one. And I believe the same is for concessions, but I'm not 100% sure. But I believe for concessions, it is cash and card. Will the gate list be located at the main spectator entrance? And that is correct. Everyone enters through that main spectator entrance. We will have a table set up there, and if there is an individual, your athletic director, whoever it may be, is on a gate list, that's where they will check in. How many coaches are allowed on the floor for
Two.
awards?
Two.
For 2.
I'm confirming the concession too, but I agree. I think it's both as well. But if that's different, I'll let you know for sure.
If after the awards, there's time for people to come down afterwards and you want a larger group, you can take that picture also. But our initial pictures are the 2 coaches and the team.
And when they're in the warm-up area, are they allowed to have more than 2 coaches in the warm-up area?
No. Nope.
That's all the questions so far in the chat.
Okay. So schedule, we start out with Class B. This is your schedule, your stretch time, your warm-up time, your compete time. I'm going to hold that for a second, Class B, so y'all can scramble and write that down. Class A. Class C. And then the final rounds. First team goes off at 2:20. We should end at 3 o'clock, and the awards will be following immediately afterwards. The only last thing I request is So that your packets of badges can be ready, could you please email the number of athletes that you have competing? Otherwise, we're going to go to the pictures and just start counting. This is an easier method. Is there any
Yep,
question?
there's a question. If we have non-competing athletes, can they come down with the two coaches?
They have to be in uniform.
Are we collecting our music license at check-in?
Yes, that's where we check them off.
Will there be a call to set the mat and then a call introducing teams?
We announce, yes, that's what we did last year. We put the team that's on deck, and then in the hole, whatever, there's like two teams piled up. Once that team leaves, the DJ will announce to put your props on the mat, and then he will announce your team to come out.
You just announced that teams are allowed to set the floor before
Yep.
they're called out.
Yep.
On our performance order, we need to change the spelling for Aquinas, if we could do that, and then give it to Lexi, and then she can update the website.
I believe it's right in the book. It's just wrong on my sheet.
I fixed
Okay.
it before I put it on the website.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Tonawanda wasn't right either.
Fixed that too.
Yep. This was just mine, so it's not the official one.
Is the warm-up 8 minutes on full 9 panels?
Hang on, I gotta go back.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5
And,
minutes on the 2 and then 5 minutes on the 9.
Can we stunt on the warm-up stretch mat?
No, I think that's only one strip, right?
2.
Is it 2?
Yeah, well, and the practice area will have 2 full mats in it and the 2. Like, so we can talk about how we want to funnel people through if you want.
I would use the bigger mats for your stunting, not the 2 smaller ones.
Is one of the 2 designated coaches responsible to do the music?
Yes.
Can you please put the schedule up one more time?
Okay. There's B. There's A. There's C. There's the final round.
Can the athletic trainer be on the floor with the teams, the school athletic trainer?
He can be in the warm-up area, and he can be next to where the athletic trainer is in the performance area. That's typically where they stay, is with that trainer.
If a team doesn't want to set up prior, they don't have to, correct?
That's correct. But once you're called, that's when your time starts.
If we have a receipt for the fight song from 2023, is that still valid if we reuse the same music?
I don't think so.
I think it has to be every year, right?
Yeah, it does.
Jen, it depends on where it's from. If it's like from Cheer Sounds, there's an expiration date on it. But if it's like UCA camp, you can use it. So it depends on where they purchased it.
Any more questions?
Yeah, there's a few more. They're coming in fast and furious. Hold on. In the past, as long as the trainer is there, if purchased on iTunes, just to confirm time starts when our band chant starts. Is that,
Time starts with the first group motion or chant, correct, Andrea?
It starts when the band chant music starts. All the rallying in the beginning does not count.
Correct, but as soon as that goes and you start whatever, it
Yep.
goes.
Yep.
tumble on the stretch mat?
Tumble on the stretch mat. We have done it in the past. It's not great, but yes, we have done it.
So just to clarify, the time starts when the music starts.
Correct.
I have
Uh,
something to throw out there really quickly, Todd. Just a refresher from last year that was an issue that I would like to avoid if we can. The NFHS network, like we had mentioned, will be there. It will be a streamed championship. They use boom microphones, so that way they can catch everything, since it's easier audio wise to just get the sound that way. That being said, the mics are hot and they're very close to the floor. So the coaches on the floor last year, there were a few instances where they could be heard saying, they could be heard, period. So just be very mindful that there are mics on the floor and they are very hot and they hear and they
Everything.
can catch everything. So just be very mindful of that. From the minute, and that might be a good reminder for your student athletes too. Just let them know that when you guys are on the floor, you are on, and that also includes, I mean, any type of whisper. That's it.
Once again, they want to know teams are allowed to go in the main performance gym to watch, but during their class performance, their personal items will stay in the warm-up area. Is that correct?
Say that again, Todd. I'm sorry.
So the teams during their class performance will keep their stuff in the warm-up gym, but they can go in the main gym to watch, correct? If they want to, in the bleachers?
Yes.
Yes. If you are a Class C, should we not arrive until later in the day or check before?
I would say don't check in earlier than you really have to, because we're going to send you into the main gym anyways, because there's not room in that back area. So if you're going to come and you're going to go into the main gym and then watch for a while, that's fine. But you're not going to be in that back warm-up area, because that's limited for the team or the classification that's there.
So did they want to clarify, in the past, they said they've been able to stunt and tumble on the 2 panel mats. Are they only allowed to tumble this year, or can they still stunt and tumble?
I mean, there's really not a lot of stunting in game day.
And Jen, in the past, with the
On-
2 panels,
Yeah.
if there's a trainer there and there's room, we've allowed them to stunt and tumble on those. Because
Okay.
for game day, it's not like it's traditional where they're doing a pyramid or need more room.
Well, that's what I'm sitting there thinking. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of stunting in game day.
If the music is on Spotify, they just have to show that they pay for it monthly, correct?
Correct. Print out your receipt.
Yep, I believe that's all the questions. Nope, one more.
Nope.
Should we bring our belongings to the warm-up area at the beginning of our session?
Yes.
What is the earliest time Class B can arrive?
I think I put that in there. 8:40 or 8:15. $8:30. Competition, I mean, you're not gonna be on the mats, you're not gonna be until your designated time, so gauge appropriately. And we have to finish setting everything up in the morning.
What are award sportsmanship time for Class B?
What time is, I'm sorry, what?
What time is the awards sportsmanship time for Class B?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
You just had it. I think you go back one. And doesn't it say 12:35?
That's A.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's right after the 10:50 time slot. I think this one. Hold, please. There you go.
It's 11:15.
Yeah.
Will a speaker be provided to us in the warm-up area?
I think we have one, but most people bring their own.
There will be a
Remind-
speaker there. I think there'll actually be two, just in case, for practice day.
Yeah.
They said last year for warm-ups, we were able to have more than 2 coaches, so this year in warm-ups, we can only have 2.
It's a smaller space than what we have. And it's completely opposite room.
Any other questions?
Is that it?
I think that's it, Jen.
Can I just, for the day before, for practice, just make sure you get there early, so we can keep it running smoothly going through, because there's a lot of back-to-back teams. I can, if you want to, you can email me if you're running late or something, if like traffic or I can give you my cell phone number, because that probably would be easier, just so we can make sure. Yeah, there are 2 practice floors. So there will be 2 full mats in the practice area, and then there will be an area that for stretching too, prior to taking the 2 mats.
If
But
you're gonna be late, yeah, if you're gonna be late, let Rihanna know, because then there are some open slots. We'll give you a different time slot, but you can't come in and then still want your 20 minutes if you come in late. So your time spot is your time spot. So if you're running late, you got to let us know so that we can give you a different time spot.
yeah, my cell phone number is 518-424-6049. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me that day. Yeah, I'll put it in the chat. That's very smart, Andrea. Sorry. Sorry.
Please be reminded that this is being recorded and we will post this on the cheerleading page tomorrow. So if you missed something or you're not sure of something, then you can check out the cheerleading page tomorrow.
And again, most of this information, you guys, is in that championship operations packet. So if you haven't gone through that, go through it. I do want to share a picture. Hang on. That I had. All right, so let me see. Real quick. To give you a kind of an idea, I don't know if you can see my cursor. I hope you can. This is the main entrance. Can you see my cursor or not?
Yeah,
Okay. So this is the main entrance that we showed you where all the spectators will be coming in the main floor area. This is the competition room. This is the warm-up room. So this is the ice rink where the mats will all be set up. You will be coming in. Is it this door?
yep,
So this is where you're going to be dropped off. So then once your bus drops you off, you're going to come right into here. And this is where the bleachers are that you're going to put your things for your class when you are doing the warm-up area. And then you'll be going in to here, to the main floor. If that gives you some idea. You'll get an idea when you go and do your practice on Saturday, but that's just to kind of give you an idea of what it generally looks like. Hopefully that helps. For the practice on Saturday, no,
Practice.
you do not enter. You go through the main doors.
Yes.
It's only the competition day that you get dropped off on the side. Okay, so hopefully we will see you all on Saturday, if not on Sunday. And good luck. If you have any questions, just email.
Oh, I gotta give it to you. Yeah, we have everything. I don't know. We have to check the modified paper, but